Look, the way to peace is very clear. All we have to do, we need to understand and know our responsibilities. Palestinians, before they fight for their rights, they need to understand their responsibilities. Before they ask for a state, they need to become a nation. Before they get power, they need to show accountability and responsibility by collecting a legitimate leadership. If they are not able to do this, then we cannot give them anything. But I think Israel is determined to give the Palestinians. Israel does not want to rule over the Palestinians. So there could be a governing authority. This is already happening in the West Bank. And I think if the Palestinians drop their violence today, and they say, Israel has the right to exist, finally. If they have that courage. Because Israel is going nowhere. Everybody now realizes Israel is going nowhere. It means a global war if you try to annihilate the state of Israel and the Jewish people. Everybody is going to suffer. So what's the point? Why trying to do nonsense? Wiping Israel off the map. And what today, by the way, do you think your students on campus and your university's president and many others who are validating groups to say from the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, they're asking for ethnic cleansing. They're asking for the Jews to actually pick up their stuff, leave their property, and go to exile. One more time. How many times in the Jewish history this happened already? And they want it to happen again. They think that they have the right actually to ask for such absurd thing. This is what ethnic cleansing really means. In principle, when you say from the river to the sea, it doesn't matter that you kill the people. Sometimes you're just forced to displace them. And when these people spread the slogan from the river to the sea, basically they are saying more people join us of this crazy idea of wiping out a race, a human race, and destroying the only democracy in the Middle East. This is not the way to peace. This is the way to war. This is what Yasser Arafat and all the corrupt Palestinian leaderships have been doing for the past 70 years. And by the way, when they say from the river to the sea, Jewish cleanse, what's so-called pro-Palestine movement, who's going to do the job on their behalf? Who's going to do that job? The children of Palestine will continue to die for eternity, so these egoistic maniacs can have a moment of satisfaction and sense of righteousness that they are right. No, they are wrong, absolutely wrong. And I'm not at the corner of doubt. I'm in the place of certainty. On that authority I speak. That the Free Palestine movement in the United States are complicit in Hamas crimes. Sooner or later you will realize this. Israel is going nowhere. So if we are talking about the way towards peace, then we need to drop these crazy ideas from the river to the sea, because this is how the chaos began in the Middle East back in the day, when they start chanting from the river to the sea. So first of all, we need to realize that Israel is going nowhere and they have the birthright to be in this region. I give them that authority. I empower them. I'm a son of that region. I have that authority to say Israel has the right to exist.
What a king.
Second, we don't have to jump immediately to a state. It could be a governing authority. We start with a governing authority, a simple one, simple police force. They don't have to have big guns. They just need a decent police force to keep things in order. Once we are able to stabilize the region, then we can construct it from there. Build economy, build education. It's a process. Building a nation is a process. We cannot jump to the state first. No, we have to invest our energy in creating the nation first. Once we have a nation and a leadership, then we can speak in terms of political entities. They follow just naturally. Nobody is going to stop that. And by the way, The Arabs had how many opportunities they had in the past? They were given by the British equal rights back in 1947 to build their Arab state. Israel declared their independence.
Also, in 1937, they were given a chance. They said no. They got the majority of the land. They said no.
In 1948, the Arabs declared war against the Jews instead of declaring their independence. And they remembered to declare their independence 40 years after, in 1988. This is when they remembered to declare their independence. So many things happen in 40 years. We don't want to keep repeating missing opportunities. What we need from the Palestinians to know their responsibilities, to show us a nation, show us accountability, that they can be trusted when they are given territory and power. I want to see women's rights. I want the Palestinians to stop the honor killing. I want the Palestinians to stop the honor killing. They have been killing women. It's legitimate. A father or a brother would kill his sister or his daughter for shame.
Oh my God.
And they don't go to jail. It's not considered a crime. And you tell me we want to give them equal rights? Well, show me equal responsibility first. How do you treat women? Stop abusing children. Respect your neighbors. So, and by the way, there's another thing that nobody's paying attention to. Stop racism against blacks. You know, you cannot agree as a society to call black people abid, which means literally a slave.